to be an ellipse because you have both positive x squared and y squared, so there is no different signs. But the numbers in front of the x squared and y squareds are different, so when you complete the square, you're going to have different x-axis and y-axis radiuses. Radii, sorry. Accidentally didn't freeze the screen, so first hour was a bunch of no copiers. Okay, all right, so you got to pull out a 9 and then pull out a 25 before you complete the square. We talked about that daily, each individual type of situation that we had. And then go ahead and go through the process of completing the square. The biggest errors, though, are not putting the correct numbers on the right side. You didn't add 1, you added 9. You didn't add 9, you added 225. So that's what you got to do to both, or the right side, I mean. All right, and this is why it's an ellipse. Okay, so we're going to go through all the process and think. Just think. Where are these things located? So what's the center? Got to start there or else we're doomed. It's 1, 3. Same old, same old. That's why all these forms are nice because, you know, they keep it the same so you have the same thought process. Now it's time to get a little, you know, no, let's do this. For ellipses, they said vertices and then co-vertices, which I'm not the greatest fan of. Endpoints of the major axis, endpoints of the minor axis are better. Vertices are endpoints of the major axis. So, what's your x-axis radius? What's your x-axis radius? 5, both positive and negative. So I move 5 right, that's 6, 3. 5 left is negative 4, 3. Imagine moving on a simple coordinate plane and doing the math for that. So the co-vertices, that is the endpoints of the minor axis. That is the y-axis radius. And why is this the co-vertices? Because that radius is smaller. All right? So what is 3, and then write that. And I have to go 3 up and down. So who does that affect, the x or the y coordinate? Y. Of course you can graph this and visualize it, but hopefully you can visualize it in your head as well, being mathematically strong. 1, 6, 1, 0. 3 down from 3. All right, and then I think I have space for the vertices. The foci. How do you find the foci? What's the formula? Yeah, go ahead, sorry. Why is it minus? Because the foci must be where for the ellipse? Inside. So it has to be smaller than A. So if this is A, this needs to be C. Okay? So C must be smaller. That's the way you're going to memorize this. I am taping, right? Thank goodness. Okay. All right, now. So 25, conveniently, 25 minus 9 is 16, right? Right? And then you square root it. So the foci, which way do they go then? I kind of gave it away. Which way do the foci go? Right, left, or up, down? Right, left. They're on the major axis. All right? As a matter of fact, 4 is bigger than 3. If you try to put the foci on the minor axis, your foci would be up here, which makes no sense. So, be aware of where the foci belong, and then all we have to do is add 4 to the x-coordinate, subtract 4 from the x-coordinate. That's where the foci would reside. We should have asked ourselves, I accidentally kept writing without freezing the screen, so it showed the first couple steps, but we should have asked ourselves what this was before, and first hour said it correctly, that this is a hyperbola. Now I'll show some of my work, but I am. Yeah, I am. Okay. All right, it's going. So, why is it? You have, this is it. This is the only reason. You have 2 squared terms and one of them's negative. You know what's interesting? If both of them were negative, what would that possibly be? That would possibly be an ellipse, because if you divide it by a negative, then they'd both turn positive. But you got to watch out if you have negative numbers for a radius, then it's not really an ellipse. Don't worry that I just said that. Not going to happen to you yet. All right, so look at what happens when I divide. Which way does this actually go? When I look at this division, who's the good axis actually? The y. So Which way does this go? Which way does it go? Goes up and down. And then this turns into minus. Did I add this right? Okay, 3 times 4 is 12. Negative 1 times 36 is negative 36. All right, and then 3 goes in that, what is that? 33? 23? I was never good at math. All right, x minus 2 squared over not nice numbers. So I don't think I'm going to get too far into this, but we'll just verbalize where everything is and not worry about it too much. So I doubt I'll have something as nasty as this on your test. But what's the center? Yeah. What's the center? Careful! 2, 6. All right. And then what does this represent? This represents the vertices. But what do I have to do to the 69? Square root it. And then you move the square root of 69 up and down. So the vertices would be, I think the 69 does that, it's 3 times 20. It actually doesn't simplify. So in cat, this is how you're going to write it. That just means that we know we have to go up root 69 and down root 69 from the center, and that's where the vertices would be because the y-axis is the good axis. All right, so this goes like this. Here's the center. I got to go up root 69 and down root 69, and that's where the vertices would reside. Where would the endpoints of the conjugate axis be? That's this. So endpoints conjugate, and then I'll end it right now because this is getting kind of ugly, but all you do is go root 23 left and right. And this is how you're going to write it in cats. So you're going to go right root 23, left root 23, whatever that decimal is, and then make your box. And the only difference is this is 2 comma 6 instead of 0, 0. Ain't no thing. Last one. Oh no. He had to do it. It's Samulus. He loves what? What is this, first of all? What is it? Parabola. So I only have to complete the square on x. Is there something you could do then, possibly, potentially, to take care of these fractions? Because I don't like dealing with fractions. What would I multiply both sides to alleviate the issue of fractions? 8 is correct. So save yourself some troubles. All right. So add 4 to both sides. So alleviating the fractions kind of save you a lot of trouble. All right. Or getting rid of them. So what's the vertex? Vertex is, I heard a negative 2, rut-row, 2, comma, 4. All right. Now, which way does this go? Up, down, right, or left? It's an or. Which one is it? Up. I told you, I don't know, I shouldn't even mention hyperbolas with this. Just remember, x squareds are up or down. Y squareds are left or right. All right, so that means the focus belongs up here, the directrix down here. That's what I mean about a sketch. You can visualize where all the coordinates are without having to put it in the coordinate plane, maybe. If not, draw a coordinate plane real quick and then do your counting. What's P, by the way? What's P? 2. Good. Everyone's saying it, most people. So that means you're ready to go. So the focus is what if I have to go 2 up? 2 comma 6. The y coordinate is up. The directrix is 2 down. So what is that? If you just write a number, your head will be spinning so quick because I'm going to mark you wrong. I said that in the wrong order. I don't care. What is the equation? Y equals 2? I'm at 2 comma 6 and I have to go 2 down. Oh yeah, it is 2. Sorry. I was thinking of the x coordinate. Everything's fine. Everyone's okay. Okay? Have a good day and good morning.